Over the last few weeks we had a lot of exciting updates inside of ChatGPT, and in this video I want to show you the important ones. Basically we have Canvas, we have O1 Preview, and we have ChatGPT Search. These are important updates, because we have also right now the so-called system thinking. So let's just start with the ChatGPT Search feature. If you go into ChatGPT, basically it looks relatively similar. Create an image, summarize text, surprise me, code. If you press on more, help me write, analyze images, get advice and make a plan. These are basically always the same. But this right here, this is relatively new. Search the web. So if we press basically on search the web, it will search the web. This right now is in German because like I sit in Italy and I speak German most of the time. But we can also talk in English, of course. We start really simple. Give me some news from Apple. If I send this out, ChatGPT will search the web immediately. And ChatGPT will also give me some links, of course. And ChatGPT uses Reuters here, Financial Times, also here Reuters and The Sun. And here are basically also the links, and we can click on these links and see in lifetime what is happening. So these are basically the links that ChatGPT has searched, and we have also a nice summary in this chat here. So this is really cool. We can also do something like this. What is gluconeogenesis? Use Wikipedia. So we can also search specific web pages. If we simply tell ChatGPT that it should use Wikipedia as a source, it will search Wikipedia. So basically here's the answer, and we can also click on Wikipedia and we get everything about gluconeogenesis. That's right now, of course, not the point, and of course you can also exclude specific things. So you can ask, for example, give me the top sources for, let's just say, history. I do not like Wikipedia. We can also get sources and exclude specific things here. So we get basically every single thing here, so every link will be a link, but the Wikipedia is not included. So you can either search the web entirely and you can get all your sources. Sometimes you also get images here. Then you can also use specific web pages, so you can search Wikipedia or other web pages, or you can also search the web and exclude specific things. Where can I buy a burger? Give me pictures, and ChatGPT will search the web and will also give me some pictures. So this right now is local, of course, and I have, for example, the map where I can go to search some burgers. So this is really exciting. ChatGPT Search is awesome. Let's just take a new chat because, of course, we have more updates. If we press on ChatGPT, you see we have the normal GPT for Omni. Then we have also GPT for Omni with Canvas. This is especially cool if we want to use it for writing or for code. If we press on this, Canvas will get included. I will show you how this works. Write a story about a time traveler who changes history. And now you see Canvas gets opened up automatically. And this is really practical for everybody that wants to write cool stories. Because we have here this edit button and we can use edits. If we press on these, ChatGPT will simply read here and gives us some examples what we can edit if we want. Then we can press on adjust the length, so I can make it either longer or longest, and I can make it shorter or shortest. Let's just make it shorter. If I press on these and I send it out, then ChatGPT will simply rewrite the story, but it will be shorter. You see on the left side editing, and right now, boom, it's shorter. If I press on it once again, adjust length, and let's just say I want to have it longest right now or longer, ChatGPT will immediately start editing. You see it also here. ChatGPT gives us a longer story. You see it simply gets bigger. This is also really practical if you just want to edit stuff fast. Then the next thing is that we can use different reading levels. Maybe you want to write something that is like for college, or you want to have something for kindergarten. Let's just say kindergarten. If I send it out, the language will be really simple. So you see, a long time ago, Marcus found a secret time machine in his grandpa's old workshop and so on. But we can also make it more complex if we simply increase it here to graduate school. I can simply press on it and it will get a little bit more complex. So here you see in 2145, Marcus discovered, and so on. You see the words, they get simply a little bit more complex. If I press on it once again, I can add final polish. If I press on it and send it out, ChatGPT will simply restructure it a little bit, maybe give us also some headlines and sub-headlines and so on. It's all a little bit more clear. If I press on it once again, I can also add emojis. If I press on these and send it out, emojis will get edited. Like for a really harsh text, it's not perfect to add emojis. And the perfect thing is right here that you can also go in these things and you can edit it here. Maybe you want to have here something like a question mark or a point or something like this. Or you just want to restructure a part of these. Let's just say you just want to add some emojis down here. You can copy it, you can press on it, you can add emojis just in this small little part here. Let's just send it out, come on, yep. So I can add the emojis only in this small little part and the rest will be unchanged. This is really a game changer, especially if you want to write entire books or stories or something like these. You can simply edit every single thing that you want, you can type in stuff as you want, this is perfect. Suggest edits. If I send it out, I will get most likely an edit here, because here I have made right now something that is not really cool, and ChatGPT simply tells me what I can make better. So let's just say this right here, apply, and ChatGPT will simply fix the stuff that I have made like not so great. I think this is here really a game changer with all of these. ChatGPT tells me what I can change, and ChatGPT simply helps me with this canvas. Canvas are great, and Canvas can do more. So let's just go once again in a new empty ChatGPT file, because this is also great for code. Give me the snake code. If I send it out, ChatGPT will open up most likely Canvas. Yes, you see it here. And in Canvas, the code is really structured and organized. This is perfect if you want to have some code, because you can also edit the code in here. This is perfect. And if you press on it, you see that you can make a code review. If you press on these and send this out, ChatGPT will simply make a review. This code should be fine right now, because like it is fresh. I hope this is okay, but ChatGPT still finds some stuff that we can eventually improve. The next thing is that we can port to another language. So let's just say you want to use like JavaScript instead of Python. We can send this out and we get JavaScript back. So you see, ChatGPT will start editing immediately, and now we have used a different programming language. And you can be really fast, and you can also go on in this canvas, edit your own whole projects. The next thing that you can do is to fix bugs. Let's just say you have written your own code and you have, for example, like some bugs in it. Maybe you have some typos or something like these. And then you can simply press on it and you press fix bugs, and ChatGPT will simply search. Let's just send this out. ChatGPT will simply search for the bugs and ChatGPT will fix them immediately. I would guess that we fix the bugs that I have made down here somewhere, and it will be a lot quicker than debugging yourself. I think right now the bugs are fixed. The next thing is add logs. But let's just say you want to have more specific logs, you can send this out and ChatGPT will start and edit logs as we need them. You see, we have included some logs. The next thing is that we can also add comments. If you press on these and send it out, we will add more comments. Yeah, maybe I had a small error previously because we had also some comments previously, and now we get even more comments so that we can understand what the code is doing. So we can add logs or we can add comments. This is really practical if we use ChatGPT for programming. That's basically it, what you can do with your coding. As soon as you have something that is right for you, you can either copy the code yourself and you can export it, but you can also press here, copy, and you have copied every single thing in your clipboard. You can also press on show changes, and you can also go back with your changes, or you can restore your changes. So this is really practical. Canvas is absolutely genius. If we close this down, I want to show you the last thing. And the last thing is, of course, the O1 preview, the O1 mini. And if you press on more models, GPT-4o mini and GPT-4 the legacy model. Right now, I would suggest that most people should use GPT-4 Omni, but the preview is also perfect for some things. Preview and O1 Mini, they are really great for reasoning. Uses advanced reasoning and faster at reasoning. Normally I just use the O1 Preview. If you have hard questions for ChatGPT, you should try this out, and we use the System 2 thinking, just like Andrew Karpathy has told us. We can type in something like this. I want to make a YouTube video about AI and ChatGPT. Think about a great script and give me 5 titles that have high CTR. If I send this out, ChatGPT will start thinking. You see, ChatGPT takes this time, it makes his own script. If we press on it, ChatGPT simply thinks about the stuff before it types it out. Right now we have only 6 seconds for the thinking, and we have here some high click-through titles and then this YouTube video script. Maybe this is a little bit of a weak test, but we can also use this for things where ChatGPT should reason for a bit. If you have hard tasks that require some logic, you should totally use this model. Let's just make one more test. So here I have a really tricky question for ChatGPT. Imagine standing at the North Pole of the Earth, walking in any direction, in a straight line for 1 kilometer. Now turn 90 degrees to the left. Walk for as long as it takes to pass your standing point. Have you walked 1, more than 2 kilometers, 2, exactly 2 kilometers, 3, less than 2, or 4, I never came close to my standing point? If I send this out, ChatGPT will start thinking, and these logic tests, they are not able to be processed without this System 2 thinking. So you see, ChatGPT is thinking for a relative long amount of time, and it lists every single thing out here, and this is perfect, so the answer would be more than 2 kilometers. If I use this prompt and I throw it into the normal ChatGPT interface, let's just use, for example, GPT-4 legacy model, and if I send it out, most of the time I get the wrong answer. So here you see ChatGPT tells us exactly 2 kilometers with the standard model. And with the reasoning model we get more than 2 kilometers. And by the way, while I am thinking for myself, LLMs are not perfect, because I think the right answer would be I never came close to my starting point. Just think for yourself. But generally speaking, like for most of these thinking questions, this is the right model to use. I have found this prompt from somebody on X, and he claims that an LLM is never ever capable to tell us the truth about this because they are not smart enough yet. It seems like that also this model is at this minute at least not smart enough, but we will get there eventually. I just want to tell you, if you have really hard questions, this is the model that you should use, because this model uses System 2 thinking, and System 2 thinking simply takes all the tokens, makes some reasoning in the background, and then tells you the most likely right answer, or at least a better answer than all the other models. So long story short, we had a lot of updates. ChatGPT Search can search the web in real time. You can include or exclude different sources, and you get all the links that you need. We have O1 Preview and O1 Mini. This is perfect for reasoning tasks. And we have ChatGPT Canvas. This is perfect if you have to write stories or if you want to do a lot with code. So choose your model wisely. ChatGPT had some nice updates.